The big 1.14 update that of course adds New Game Plus to Odyssey has been out for a few days and there have been some points of discussion. Of course we had the issues like the disappearing weapons, there have been some nerfs to assassin stats, we got an update from Ubisoft on that, but also changes that impact the amount of money we gain from the different things inside Odyssey. So let's unpack it all in this video, tell you what I think as well. If you enjoyed that, then a like would be super appreciated, and let's go. By the way, good to note is that the Shark Pack giveaway has ended. Congrats to Sumthin for winning. I will send you an email so you can unlock this gear pack in your game. And don't worry if you did not win, because I will have more of these giveaways soon. Like when we learn more about a future pack, I immediately will start a giveaway for that pack, so that when it comes to the game, you can already have a chance to win. So yes, stay tuned for that. I decided to delay my talk about the reward balance changes out of my already super big 1.14 video, otherwise that video would have been like more than 20 minutes or something, because I wanted to discuss it in more depth. And I'm happy I did, because there have been some more developments with things that Ubisoft did not communicate. Well, they did update the patch notes, so if you look at them now, you do see the other changes that were also made with this big update. So let's talk about the things they did communicate. They namely lowered the drag me gains from the contracts, but they increased the amount of drag me that you gain from a conquest battle and also from the bounties. So I recorded some gameplay of me doing a contract before the update, and here you see that I get 19,440 drag me before 1.14, and now after this update I get 8,748 drag me, and that is from the same style of contract, like where I had to burn 5 resource crates all over Greece. So yes, that is a significant decrease of 55% if my calculations are correct, meaning that you now need to do 2 of these contracts to get the same amount of drag me. Going to a conquest battle, before update 1.14 I got 4,000 drag me, or sometimes even 3,241 drag me, as you see right here. And now a conquest battle after update 1.14 with 67 soldiers killed gave me 5,485 drag me. So yes, that is an increase, but not as drastic as the contract decrease. Bounties though did see a more significant increase. For example, this bounty for killing a specific mercenary. Before update 1.14 I got 5,832 drag me, and now after 1.14 it was almost doubled to 9,841 drag me. So that is actually pretty nice. And actually more balanced to what the contracts are right now, because let's be honest, the drag me rewards from those contracts were always way too high, like almost 30,000 coins for killing some Athenian marksmen all over Greece. Like, go to some forts and you got this one completed, and no, I don't have the drag me booster. So yes, with the previous rewards for the contracts, all the other activities became kind of useless in comparison. And this made me never care about drag me in this game at all, because I always had enough, and people could even reach the drag me cap of 9,999,999. Anyway, this cap was obviously reached by a good amount of playing, but also because these contracts just gave a ton of drag me. And now, because of the changes, there's actually an incentive to maybe go and kill a mercenary instead to get around the same amount of drag me. While that of course takes a little less time. And the contracts are still far superior in terms of XP, so it's always nice to keep doing them. So yes, Ubisoft did talk about those changes, but they forgot to tell you that the drag me that you get for selling items at the blacksmith was also decreased, and actually by a ton. So here you see the price for selling an epic level 50 sword at the blacksmith before update 1.14, being 4,718 drag me. But after update 1.14, the price for selling a same level 50 type of sword is 1,573, so a decrease of 66.6%. That is very substantial indeed. Like, I never sold weapons at the blacksmith anyways, because I never needed the money thanks to the contracts, and the materials that you get for dismantling those same items is actually more valuable in my opinion, because getting materials is way harder in general than getting drag me. But yeah, now thanks to this increase, there's really no reason to go and sell those items instead of dismantling them, because the amount of resources that you get for dismantling the same item remained the same after the update. Also good to note is that the prices for completing the arena have been increased more than double. So first we got 1,400 drag me for completing an arena, and now 3100 drag me. So now the arena is a pretty nice source for money indeed. Maybe even the best in the game if you think about it. Like completing an arena run can cost you less than 2 minutes for 3100 drag me, plus the weapon that you get that you can then sell, but of course also dismantle if you want the materials. Bounties do require you to travel more, so there's more downtime, but they in the end give you more for completing them. Like killing these Spartan soldiers that were close to the bounty board didn't take that long, and I got almost 10,000 gold for that. But yeah, after that I have to go to another bounty board in another location and hope that there are some nice bounties there that are easily to complete. While with the arena you can just repeat the same activity over and over again. Okay, doing the bounties is more fun though. But I do like that there's now some sort of discussion of what is the best way to get money, while before this update it was clear that only the contracts were worth your time. Before this update I thought that drag me was actually quite useless because there was really nothing to spend it on. But now with 1.14 we got these super expensive perks at the Evastos workshop that cost 160,000 coins for the highest version, and that is after you already bought the other upgraded ones. And of course the new ship upgrades require a ton of money, with the highest upgrade costing more than 276,000 drag me, and also some other like resources. So yes, that would be 26 bounties or 87 times the arena. Yes, that is a really long time. But I also believe that it should have never been the idea that you can like unlock these ship upgrades immediately after you installed the patch. I think it's actually cool that you now have to think of what ship parts to upgrade first, and you can then eventually upgrade the rest of your ship by playing New Game Plus or other activities that give you money and resources. Just like that you have to work for the perks that you want to unlock at the Evastos workshop. The biggest problem about this is that the prices for the contracts were just way too high, but then we got used to them for 5 full months and now they suddenly decreased that. I should have noticed this way earlier, just like for the epic gear sell prices. If that was your money source, then seeing that slashed by 66% is really brutal. I do think that the drag me sort of balance is in a better place now that there are multiple activities that can reward you with the same amount of drag me, but overall the reality is that spending an hour in Odyssey to farm money after update 1.14 gets you way less than spending that same amount of time prior to this update, and that is the problem. Like they increased some things but also decreased others, but overall the decreases are way more significant, and I think a solution to this would be to increase all the drag me gains across all the activities, so that the game does not feel more grindy, because right now it kinda is to get the same amount of gold as you would before this update. So hopefully Ubisoft does take a look at this and increases it a little bit. I'm curious of course to hear what you think in the comments down below. Another secret nerf that happened is to the assassin gear. Here you see me wear the Athena set without engravings with some nice weapons, and I have 155,000 for assassin damage, while before this update with the same loadout I had 184,483 assassin damage. So yes, a decrease of 30,000 damage, not good at all. But luckily Ubisoft is already on top of this and noted that this is not supposed to happen, so they are going to fix this in the future. We don't know when they will fix it though, and looking at their recent update schedule, like with more than a month in between those updates, it could take a pretty long time. But yeah, it's at least good to know that this was not supposed to happen and that we will see an increase again later. Subscribe of course for everything Odyssey if you haven't already. Like the video to support the channel, and again let me know what you think of this whole situation in the comments down below, or you can reach out via Twitter at JorRaptor or Instagram JorRaptor, and totally follow me there of course as well if you haven't already. Now it's time though to relax a little bit with Sargon and see if we can finally get to the freaking Hades Lieutenant, so let's go to the ecos of the Olympian store. You were nerfed, Sargon. No. I mean, would that then be positive? Would then the Olympian gifts be 10 orichalcum instead of 20? I don't know how that would work, but yeah, they haven't touched you yet. Again, I still hope that they do, as you saw of course in my previous video, kinda critiquing the system. But yeah, here we are, we do return, because we want to get of course the freaking Hades Lieutenant. Let's start. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Athenian breastplate, hunter, bow charge speed. No, I don't want that at all, so... Oh, now I'm running slow as well. I also saw other people like say, why haven't they like increased the maximum capacity? Because when playing like New Game Plus, you of course get a ton of other items as well. So yeah, you wanna like run around with them, and they, yeah, of course you have your ship as well. But overall, more item space would of course always be nice. Yeah. Either way, of course, subscribe like I already said for everything Odyssey. I got more videos planned covering everything that is going on. And trust me, there's way more stuff to discuss. So we will do that in future videos. Like the video to support channel. Of course, check out my recent video on everything you need to know about New Game Plus if you haven't already. And I will speak to you next time. Goodbye.